Namaste. Welcome to Happy Cooking. Anyone aware about Indian cooking would know that we Indians are famous for creating so many different types of breads from so many different types of flours. Butter naan, one of the most popular Indian bread, is what we will prepare today. It's usually prepared in a specialized clay oven called tandoor, but today we are going to prepare it at home on the gas stove using very simple instruments. How? Just keep watching.
To prepare the dough, first take a cup of water at room temperature. To that, add a cup of full cream fresh milk, also at room temperature. In goes half a cup of yogurt, 1.5 tablespoon of refined oil, 1.5 tablespoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt. You can adjust the quantity of salt and sugar as per your taste, and then whisk through it so that they are thoroughly mixed. You do not need any lump into this. See, now this is absolutely properly mixed. There is no lump. In goes our dry ingredients. First goes 2 cups of plain flour or maida and a cup of whole wheat flour or atta, which makes it even more healthy. 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of baking soda. Mix this a little bit, the dry ingredients. If you want, you can shift them together also. Just stir it properly to mix all the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. What we are doing here is just combining the dry and the wet ingredients. At this stage, this is not a fully formed dough yet. So don't worry if it is looking like too wet, too soft. It's actually not the prepared dough. We will have to work on it. So we are shifting this mixed dough onto the kitchen work table, adding up to 3 tablespoons of flour into this, and you may need to adjust that quantity a little bit. For me, I have added here 3 more tablespoons of maida or plain flour little by little and have kneaded it to bring it to this consistency. Now this one, hold one end with one hand and with the other hand keep stretching it out. Do you see how I'm stretching it? This is to make this dough elastic. The butter naan dough has to be soft, non-sticky and elastic. So this is now worked upon, but this needs to rest. So in this greased bowl, I'm shifting this dough, and with my greased hands, like my hands are still oily, with that I'm applying a coat of oil onto the top surface. Now I'm going to cover it and allow it to rest for 20 to 30 minutes. Coming back after 20 to 30 minutes, this is how my dough looks now. It's soft, but it's not that sticky, and you can see it has actually been adjusted quite a lot. It's soft and it's stretchy, and I'm going to just knead it for 2 to 3 more minutes, and with that it comes out really nice. See, the dough is formed now. I'm going to shift it to my work table now again and going to cut it using a dough cutter. I'm going to cut it into 8 equal portions. Depending on how big or small you want your naans, you can divide them into those many portions. Okay. Now each portion, just stretch the sides, stretch the edges and tuck them in and roll them between your palm like this to form something which looks like a dinner roll. Okay, so this is like one ball, and from each of the portions I'm going to do the same. Just stretch the edges, pull them in, tuck them in, and just roll them a little bit between your palm. And here's my second one. This is the third one, and like this I have finished preparing all the 8 balls. Now these need to rest for about 10 minutes. Now while they are resting, let me show you. I have taken here 4 to 5 fresh garlic cloves, grated them. Taken here 2 tablespoons of black cumin seeds. Instead of that, you can use black sesame seeds also. And here's about 2 tablespoons of very finely chopped hara dhania or coriander leaves. These are all flavoring agents for my naans. Today we will prepare 2 different types of naans. One very important instrument for this is this utensil, which is tawa. It's a cast iron tawa with a long handle. That's required because you will need to turn and twist the tawa, hold it at different angles while you are cooking your naan. So the handle is very important. Also remember the tawa should not be non-stick. Okay, and the layer of the tawa should be a little bit thick. Now I'm going to keep it on full flame to heat it really nicely. And let's prepare the naan now. So we're going to roll the naan dough. Make sure the surface on which you are rolling it is not oily at all. That's why I have dusted it with some flour. So while I'm rolling it, let me tell you, if you like this recipe, please give it a thumbs up, share it with everyone you know, and if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to press the notification bell. You can see while I'm rolling it, I'm making it kind of oblong shape. I'm just going to give it the traditional shape of naan, but you can prepare any shape. So see, one end I'm going to stretch it like that, and when you stretch and pull it, you can see how elastic the dough is. So this is how traditionally the shape of naan is. Now I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of black cumin seeds and a little bit of coriander leaves on this. Roll once more so that they are sticking properly into the naan. And then what we do is, just notice, flip it over on your left hand, and this plain surface you have to just apply good amount of water into it, just normal plain water. Why? Because this is the surface that's going to stick onto the tawa, the hot tawa. Next, flip it quickly over the tawa, but be very careful because the tawa is extremely hot at this stage. Now using your fingertips, just press lightly over this surface, because this is how you're going to ensure that it sticks properly to the tawa, and wherever you are pressing, exactly there you will see these kind of bubbles appearing soon. But as you can see, the surface still doesn't look evenly colored. The texture looks slightly raw at some places, so wait till you see that the whole surface looks the same color. You see big bubbles appearing here, and by now the top surface looks cooked. So turn the tawa now and hold it over the flame now. Okay, with this flame now, it's going to, the top surface is going to get charred and cooked. To ensure that whole surface is properly cooked and evenly charred, you have to keep moving the tawa a little bit, okay, in different angles. And when it's cooked, this is how you're going to take it off. It comes off very easily, no hassle at all. So using a sharp spatula, just take it off the tawa. See, the other surface is looking exactly like how it looks when you cook it in tandoor. And the top surface, brush generously with melted butter. Make sure you do not do this when the naan is still on your tawa. This will make the tawa greasy and your next naan will not stick on the tawa. Okay, so this is our first one. The plain butter naan is done. To prepare the garlic butter naan, everything is same except for you add also grated garlic. You sprinkle grated garlic also on the naan surface. So it's rolled now, so turn it over. Generously apply water on the plain surface. Flip it over onto the tawa. While I was flipping it, it just little bit got distorted, so but it's okay, the shape is not really that important. And so one surface is cooked now, bubbles appeared, so I turned the tawa and I'm going to hold it now at different angles, move it a little bit so that the upper surface, the top surface of the naan cooks evenly and gets charred also evenly. Those little brown specks that appear, they should be evenly distributed over the whole top surface of the naan. Okay, see, it should look like this. Now I'm going to take it off the tawa using that sharp spatula. So you don't need really a tandoor to prepare different varieties of naan. It looks exactly like the one that's prepared in tandoor. Brush it well with butter. So that's our garlic butter naan done. Like this, I'm going to prepare all the other naan. So what do you think about this recipe? Please let me know through your comments. Don't they look tempting? Well, because they are hot and fresh, full of flavor, absolutely delicious. And they're even healthier because along with plain flour, we are using whole wheat flour as well. They're not dense and heavy like the ones you buy from restaurant. They break off very easily. As you can see, using 2 fingers, I can easily tear them off. They don't turn rubbery and chewy when cold. Try this tandoor style butter naan at home, better than the ones that you get in restaurant.
You can serve butter naan with delicious Indian curries like butter chicken, paneer butter masala, chicken tikka masala and stuff like that. Stay tuned for the recipes of these curries coming up very soon. See you soon. Till then, take care of yourself and enjoy the festive season. Stay happy and stay healthy.